Possibly one of the most dangerous things in your shop actually came as a safety device with your table saw. One thing you never think about hurting you is the safety device that's supposed to keep you from getting hurt. However, these plastic ones aren't the best thing to keep you safe, because if they make contact with the blade, they can literally explode into dozens of sharp flying plastic pieces that can injure you, such as the case as you see here. I was on Facebook the other day and saw on the SawStop users group, Mr. Tony Allen had exactly this happen to him. And this was right after I was thinking about making this video, so it just drove home the point that these are actually very dangerous. I reached out to Tony on Facebook and asked him if I could use these pictures, and he graciously agreed. This caused a major injury to his arm because the saw blade contacted this push stick, and that caused the push stick to basically come into pieces, and one flew and hit him in the forearm, creating a very nasty gash. We'll blur it out just so that you don't have to see the gory picture. Thankfully, Tony wasn't hurt any further, but man, these shockingly aren't that great. But there is a better option. I'm going to first tell you about a better alternative, but stick around. We're going to run these through blades and see if we can basically replicate that explosion that's happening, and I'm going to set up a safety barrier so I don't get injured with this stuff. Let's do it. This is the Bow push stick that has an EVA foam insert that's replaceable if it gets cut, and it's a very durable foam. You can see here that it doesn't compress much, but it gives you enough that it grips the wood when you push it through, and most importantly, if that hits the blade, literally nothing happens other than the foam gets cut. And because these are reversible, you get 2 uses out of 1, but they're very, very inexpensive to replace, like $5 or $6 per 2-pack. And speaking of inexpensive, these are only about 20-ish bucks, so really cheap to save anything from exploding in your hand. Now, full disclosure, Bo did send me this specific one, but I liked it so much I went ahead and purchased another one to have in the shop. Because after seeing the thread on the SawStop where Tony Allen posted, there were several other people that had very similar incidents with these, and I'm replacing all of these with some of these. If you're interested in picking up one or more of these push sticks, I'll put a link in the description below to them, and I can save you 10% on any of these if you use the code 731BOW10, give you 10% off your order. So what I've done is set up a high fence, and I have this jig that I've got this push stick connected to, so I can run that into the blade from behind this barrier. But I've also got this sheet of 3/4 inch plywood that I'm gonna set here and get behind, and then I can push the stick from this side, and hopefully that should protect me, right? Let's find out. Felt it kick a couple of times. What we got? I've definitely messed up my zero clearance. Try it again. Whoa! Oh. I heard it hit back here, but I don't know where it's at. Definitely a big piece missing. Try again. Stuck on something. It hung down in the zero clearance. I think this push stick is done. This makes me very uncomfortable, because I don't know where all these pieces are going. I certainly don't want to mess the saw up, but I kind of want to see what happens. So I jumped. It's stuck again. Last time with this push stick. All right, so now I'm going to simulate actually pushing a piece of wood through the blade while also using a push stick from behind here. I've switched out the push stick, so we got a different brand, different model, different type of plastic. We'll see how it reacts. I really think the harder, the more brittle plastic, the worse off you're going to be. This one seems to be a little softer. We'll see what happens. So if this kicks back, I don't want to blow a hole through my garage door. So security. I I kind of expected that one to do that because it's such a soft plastic. This one you could even feel how much softer it is. And only the back, the cleat got hung up in the blade, so we'll see what happens if the whole thing touches the blade. We'll put a slight angle on the blade and see if that does anything else. We're at about 8 degrees, let's go to 10. Not much, a little anticlimactic, but that's all right. This plastic is much, much softer than this plastic. This, you can tell this is you just tell the sound difference. You can feel it too. I really think this one at a degree would probably not do well. All right, the really hard push stick with a 10-degree angle on the blade. I felt it pop. Yep, it popped down in the zero clearance and broke that. All right, so this time I'm going to attempt to stay behind my shield, but I feel like this is more of an angle that would be appropriate for a push stick, and this is the last plastic one I have to destroy, so we'll see how this works. I'm just gonna, again, be back here on this side and push it into the blade and see what happens. Hopefully nothing terrible, but I'm gonna stay way back here. Ready? Whoa. Well, that one come apart. Several pieces flew out of there, some really sharp, small pieces, but it come undone from a push stick. I may reattach that and see what happened, but I gotta find all those screws first. Take two. Woo! While it didn't kick back, it is lodged in that throat plate now, and I'm gonna have to pull it out of there. And you can see that it has completely destroyed my zero clearance insert, and that's my cost, my gift to you, I guess, because now I've got to purchase a new one of those. Probably not the smartest idea, but the only way to test that was to actually run it into the blade and see what happened. And so now you can see that while some pieces and shards are gone, I don't know where they're at, they flew away. This push stick is destroyed, the tip is completely gone, and so is my insert. A lot of people use wood push sticks, but most of those get your hand pretty close to the blade. I like this because you are still away from the blade, and there's a couple of other features that this has that a lot of the other push sticks can't offer. This EVA foam is very, very strong. I even tried to stand on it to see how much it compresses. It doesn't compress much at all, which means it's really good stiff foam, but it's not so stiff and hard that it's gonna damage your wood or your projects. And because it's EVA foam, it's not gonna mar your wood like a hard plastic would. Wood. And because this is a high density foam, it actually absorbs vibration, so that chatter you sometimes get when you push the wood through, it helps absorb that. And the handle is actually a really good designed handle as far as ergonomics goes. It gives you a lot of good control. I really like this. Yes, they did send me this, but yes, I did go ahead and order myself another one because I liked it so much. While I didn't get a violent explosion was what I was kind of hoping to catch on camera, you can see that Tony Allen actually had that happen, which caused that injury. So it's proven that these things are wildly unpredictable as to what's going to happen when they hit the blade. Now I had several pieces fly off that if they hit me maybe or maybe not, they injure me, but it obviously damaged the table saw throat plate. and of course destroyed the push stick. So they're just unpredictable, which is why I really don't recommend them. And as you see with the plastic versus the bow push stick, once the plastic hits the blade, they're done. They're going to be destroyed or damaged to the point you can't use them. Where the bow, once it hits the blade, it's just going to cut it. You can still use it or just flip that around and start all over. But I'm going to keep a 2-pack of these replacements in there just in case, because I don't want to ever be without my push stick. As you can see from my videos, from Bo's videos, when these things hit the blade, bad things happen. Now, that's not a normal circumstance, but stuff happens. This push stick is actually not meant to be a sacrificial push stick. In other words, you're not supposed to be just using it, running it through the blade. But again, things happen, and if it does happen, you can see what happens when the foam hits the blade. Literally nothing. I was confident enough to stand behind the saw and use it like normal with the blade going through the foam. Zero things happen other than the foam getting cut. There's no pushback, there's no vibration, there's nothing that's going to cause this to catch or anything like that. It just slices through there. Conversely though, when you put this plastic push stick in there, several different things happen. One, you have a bunch of tiny shards of plastic flying all over the place. Some hit the garage door with pretty good violence, and this was popping and everything else. It actually broke my zero clearance insert. In other words, a piece hard enough went through that zero clearance insert. And it's just all around more dangerous to use the plastic ones versus the foam. If I needed a sacrificial push stick, I would just make one out of wood. But if I want an everyday push stick that's good control, that's really nice, this is the one I'm going to be picking up. Just based on that Facebook thread alone, there were multiple people that got injured just using plastic push sticks. That's enough, in my opinion, to make me make the decision to switch to something like this. And it's up to you to decide which ones you're going to use. But if you do decide to give Bo a try, I can get you 10% off at Tay Tools. Thank you, Mike, for extending this to our viewers. Just use the code 731BO10 at checkout. That'll get you 10% off. If you like this video, you'll love the table saw jig video. I'll help you make safer cuts and more accurate. Click that box right there. They're easy to make. Click in the box to get you the big old virtual fist pump. Also, another one of my favorite videos right there.